So we thought it would be really fun to kick off season 5. Yes, season 5. I can't believe it. So exciting. At one of my favorite events in New Hampshire, Midnight Merriment here in Concord, New Hampshire. So this happens on the first Friday of every December every year, and it's like the official kickoff of the holiday season. But that's tonight, and before we get into the festive mood, let's take a tour around Concord, around Main Street, and find out what makes this little town so special. This coffee shop is my go-to. Two brothers started this up with the idea to have great coffee and great community atmosphere. It's an amazing place to meet up with friends or chat with locals, like I'll also be doing today. Then we visit the Concord Hannaford to meet up with one of their registered dietitians. We talk more about the free services she offers for people who need more help with their diet or guidance with healthier shopping. A walk down History Lane in the New Hampshire Historical Society building. This year it celebrates 200 years, and nowhere will you find a more extensive collection of objects and archives related to New Hampshire's history. And then I stroll down to two of the many shops here in Concord. One that has taught me that there are plants I can actually keep alive, and another taught me the art of resale fashion. And finally, Midnight Merriment. This event, put on by In Town Concord, happens the first Friday of every December to kick off the holiday season. So a packed day, like a really packed day, but we felt like it was necessary because there's so much to do and see here. So before we get going, like I always say, but first, coffee.
Hi, I'm Chuck. This is Ian. We're here at Brothers Cortado.
Me and Chuck both grew up in the area, so we've been here our whole lives. We have always loved being part of the community. We've always loved to build on that and kind of make friends around the area. So for Chuck, he always wanted to own a coffee shop. And so for me, I've just always not wanted to work for somebody else. So kind of putting those two things together, we finally, after roughly 10 years of talking about it, finally had the opportunity to do it. Obviously, we want to do downtown Concord because that's where we grew up. This is where we spent all our time. And then we happened to just come across this as an opportunity and jumped right on it as soon as we could.
When we started, we had not a limited, but a smaller menu. But what I like to tell my employees and anybody involved was, give us an idea. If there's something that is unique that you want to try out, let's do it. So we do that, but we also want to keep our foundation strong. So in the beginning, I handpicked a couple coffees through what was A&E and is now called Rare Breed Coffee. They're incredible. Right now we have the Horizon brewed coffee, which is a natural Honduras. Incredible, like one of my favorite pour-overs I've ever had. And then of course our Eclipse, which is a great dark roast for those that want a dark roast. So we built those foundations on top of our espresso that we handcrafted and tuned into our Cortado, which is the actual name of our business, which is 4 ounces in total, 2 ounces of milk, 2 ounces of espresso. And we tuned that espresso so that it tasted great, not only on its own, but in all of our drinks. And you could let it sit and it doesn't go bad. So stuff like that, we really wanted to strengthen the way the coffee feels in here, how people react to it, what they love about it, and then find their own like little thing they love. So like Kate, she really likes to come in, she gets a cappuccino, oat milk, and a little bit of lavender. She found what she loves. So we really want to, ram that home that these people can not only get what we construct for them, but something that they find for themselves that they enjoy. And we'll help them along that journey.
So I'm here with Jess. Jess is the executive director of In Town Concord. Well, first of all, let's address why Jess is dressed up in all sorts of Christmas excitement.
Yeah.
Midnight Merriment.
Yes. So today is our big Midnight Merriment event in downtown Concord. All the stores will be open till midnight.
Yep.
It's kickoff to the holiday shopping season.
Midnight Merriment is just one of the events that you have that kind of promotes the downtown. Talk about what In Town Concord is.
So In Town Concord is a 501c3, so we're a small nonprofit. I say we're small but mighty. We have a staff
Totally.
of 2, but we do most of the larger events in downtown Concord. So many people know us for Market Days. That's the festival that is downtown for 3 days. But we also do a winter festival in January with the Hotel Concord. They're a partner of ours. And we just launched this year a First Friday series. So every First Friday, when the weather is nice, we'll be doing some special events.
Yeah. Concord is a really neat city, and it's becoming a real place for people to come to. So, you know, for you guys, how important is it for not just people in this area to come, but other people to come and enjoy these events, these free events, by the way?
Right, yeah, everything we do is free. It's so important because, you know, a lot of what Midnight Merriment is, for example, is supporting small businesses and shopping locally. So really what we're doing is trying to keep those dollars locally and support our local economy in the downtown.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about In Town Concord and any of their events or how they're run, you can go to their website, follow on social media.
Absolutely.
Jess is going to get going now to get ready for all the wonderful things that have been at Merriment,
Thank
and
you.
we'll probably see you there later.
Thank you. Have fun in the downtown.
I sure will. I love it. Alrighty, off we go.
All right.
We are here at Hannaford in Concord, New Hampshire, and I'm with Katie Fredette, who is a registered dietitian who's actually been on the show a few times. We are talking about the dietitian nutrition program here, the free resource offered through Hannaford, again, because I just think it's a topic that is so important that people really need to know. You guys are here, we're here to guide you, right? That's what you do.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what we do. So we have 30 registered dietitians throughout New England and New York, and we meet people right in the aisles and we bring nutrition to life, focusing on disease prevention, maybe helping to debunk myths and answering questions right where people buy their groceries.
Well, so now that I have you here and I have all these questions, I think let's go bust some myths. Take me around the store and show me what I don't know.
Let's go to the aisles. So we were talking about this idea that we could maybe just toss the salt shaker away and we'd be able to manage our high blood pressure, our heart failure, or even just improve our health. And I often remind people that salt is hiding everywhere.
It is.
So I use this idea of being a sodium sleuth.
Yeah.
You can use our handy dandy guiding stars.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so some sauces you'll notice they don't earn any stars.
Okay.
And then others will earn 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
When I'm working with someone on a low sodium diet, we just encourage them to look for the stars to find the least amount of salt in their sauces.
I love that. And it just really makes it easy. It makes it easy. Yeah. I like that.
Sometimes those stars will do the work for you.
The more you know, man.
Absolutely.
So we were just talking about salt, but you haven't mentioned fat at all. And isn't that something that contributes to heart disease and poor health?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the questions I get is, are all fats created equal when it comes to heart disease or even just overall health? And they're not all created equal.
Yes.
Using the guiding stars here in the oil section can be really handy.
Yep.
Looking at the 3 stars on our olive oil, 3 stars on our avocado oil, even using some of the other oils, specifically walnut oil.
Right.
What are some of the fats you guys like to use in your home?
We love olive oil, avocado, peanut butter by the spoonful.
Yes, same.
Then there's some just really bad fats, and so those are the ones that you're here to tell people what to stay away from.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just encourage that some of the fats, like your saturated fat and trans fat, that you limit those, and you really try to lean heavily into your mono and polyunsaturated fats, which we get from the oils we were talking about.
I love it. Put it
Perfect.
on salads. Yay for good fats. All right, so we've done salt, we've done fat, we haven't really addressed sugar.
Yes, the elephant in the room,
The
sugar.
elephant in the room.
So here in the dairy aisle, this is one of those common questions that I get from customers a lot, especially ones that have young kids at home.
Yeah.
So sweetened yogurt, I always lean heavily into what yogurt does have: protein, probiotics, calcium, some fortified with vitamin D, and even in our household, sweetened yogurt fits.
Yeah.
If your kids don't love plain yogurt yet, that is okay. These sweetened yogurts, actually Stonyfield, Siggy's, they only have about 4 grams of added sugar. That's a lot less than some of our
that's not
snack
that
bars
much,
and
yeah.
cereals and beverages that are sweetened.
Yeah.
And definitely less than many of the other things that commonly fall into our cart as busy parents.
Yeah, I love this. So many great options here.
Lots of them.
every time I do a segment with Hannaford, I meet with you, I learn so much more. And I feel like I just need to kind of keep coming back and looking at the guiding stars and taking all your tips. So thank you so much. So we're in Concord now, and Katie, you kind of live here.
Pretty much.
Where else can people access some of your programs?
Sure, so they can access our Hannaford website, click Get Inspired, go to our dietitian landing page for our schedules, including mine. You can also attend our virtual classes online, or just meet me here in the aisles, ask me any questions you have. I am your local nutrition expert.
I love it. All right, well, I'll definitely see you soon.
Sounds great.
We're halfway through our day in Concord and thought that it was really important to learn more about history. So I'm with Bill Dunlap, who's the president here at
the New Hampshire Historical Society. We're a hidden gem, but it's a spectacular building. So happy to have you here today.
Yeah, and I'd love a tour if you don't mind.
Happy to do it.
Okay.
The New Hampshire Historical Society was founded 200 years ago. We're celebrating our 200th anniversary this year. So we've been around a little while. We're an independent nonprofit. We have members. We have beautiful exhibition galleries here. We have a research library. We do public programs, lecture series, and all that kind of thing. And then we have a huge digital presence through our website. I am a New Hampshire native and go back a ways. In fact, that chest was done by my ancestors, the Dunlap cabinet makers. So that's kind of a cool connection. So it's fun to come to work here and walk by, something that was made by your great-grandfather to the 8th power, I think.
Were you surprised when you started working here that this was in your family?
Oh, I knew it was here.
Yeah.
I knew about the Dunlap cabinet makers. They were famous.
It was even named the Dunlap.
Yeah, there are books. There are several books written about them. They were country cabinet makers in New Hampshire back in around 1780 to maybe 1820. This is one of them.
Really
it's
nice.
got beautiful, beautiful features on it.
Yeah.
And the pieces of Dunlap furniture are in the Metropolitan Museum, the MFA, Winter Tour.
I feel like I need your autograph.
Well, the thing is, the sad thing is it's a few generations, like 8 or something down, and I can't even drive a nail myself. So whatever was in that DNA
It's
didn't
just not
make
here
it.
anymore.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
really fun for me to
It's really
have
neat.
this in the collection and work here. This building was built in 1911. It's regarded by many people as the finest historical society building in the United States of America. Not the largest, but the finest. And a guy named Edward Tuck, who was the same man who gave the Tuck School at Dartmouth College, who was very wealthy, New Hampshire native, lived in France, got in touch with the Society's Board of Trustees and said, I want to give a nice gift to my home state of New Hampshire. I will pay for a grand building for the New Hampshire Historical Society. I'll pay for the whole thing. So he stipulated nothing but the finest materials. For example, our rotunda is finished in Sienna marble, which is quarried by monks in Siena, Italy. And it's just remarkable materials throughout the building. The architect was an architect named Guy Lowell, and his previous commission was the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. Our sculpture over our front door was done by Daniel Chester French. He was regarded as the finest sculptor at that time in the whole country. He sculpted the seated Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial. So this building, it just kind of goes on and on, all the features of the building.
Well, if you guys are just in the area or if you're coming up through, definitely stop into the Historical Society. I really didn't know that it had so much to offer. It really is a gem. It's just such a great place. Don't be intimidated by it. Just walk in the door. There's a couple different floors. I still want you to give me a little bit of a tour around, but you can go on your website, right? Learn more about it and how to become a member.
All of that. And you don't have to be a member to come here. You know, there's a small admission fee.
Right.
Kids are free.
Yeah.
But we love people to join. When you become a member, you get our publications, so newsletters and a great magazine that comes out a few times a year.
Yeah.
And so there's
It's
a lot of
great.
benefits.
So you come here, you get coffee, you go shopping, you get a bite to eat, and then you come to the Historical Society. I mean, that sounds like a perfect day to me.
Perfect day to me, too.
Perfect day to us. All right. We're going to go walk around a little bit more.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. And I raise my hands to the sky. What a feeling, time to feel it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins.
I'm Brad Page, President and CEO of Kennebunk Savings. Welcome to our bank. We embody our values: trust, integrity, proactive, and empathy, demonstrating it day in and day out for the benefit of our customers, communities, and importantly, our employees. For us, it's more than just the big check moments. Although those are great too, we give over $1 million away each year to our communities. If this is a culture you would thrive in, think about a career with us. Check us out on social media or on our website, where you can really get a sense of who we are and what we do. A promise, a purpose, and people who believe in both. That's Kennebunk Savings.
Hi, my name is Bob Hayden. I'm the Director of Operations with Hannaford Supermarkets. Hannaford has been a part of the community since 1883, and our commitment to people, quality, values still lead us today. Whether you're looking for a part-time job or a long-term career, working at Hannaford is being a part of something much greater than groceries. Together, we're not just feeding families, we're strengthening communities. Visit our link below to learn about job opportunities and joining our team.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Alfieri. I own Lily's Designer Resale. We're right here in Concord at 7 North Main Street. We are kind of a little bit of everything. We are primarily consignment. We also do vintage and a little bit of new stuff. I have a line called Inclination here. And so basically it's just like closet sharing with the entire neighborhood. And so it is the most local shopping that you can possibly do, because everything that you buy from me gets split with somebody else who lives locally, which they spend locally. And so everything that you do and all of the money that you spend stays right here. I was running another boutique called Zoe & Company, professional bra fitters, for 7 years, and was looking to do something on my own, and had talked to enough people about how I wanted a vintage shop someday. I wanted to do resale. I wanted to do something that was like more sustainable and just more funky and like more what I wanted to do. And I lucked out that I heard about LDR being for sale and was able to buy it and kind of just apply my vision to the same business model that was already there. So it's been really, really fun ever since.
Okay.
Ooh,
Right.
I love it.
You get me.
I do.
She just gets that, like, this
love
is
it.
something that I would gravitate towards. I love
Absolutely.
this.
It's so good.
It's very 50s,
Yeah.
and I love this style.
I like it for you because it's classic and retro, but like it
You
still
could
has that twist, and like the
Totally.
print is very you, because
Yeah.
you love like a busy print with good colors. So I think it's really fun.
I've been coming here for a while now. You kind of get me.
Yeah.
I like these kind of wild things. This isn't even that wild. Let's go
It's actually
shopping
pretty
for
tame for you.
Accessories. Yeah.
There's so much. So please do come check us out at LDR. We're at 7 North Main Street. We're here Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 6. And we have everything you could possibly imagine, all sorts of different brands, new, old, everything in between. We've got Chanel and Louis Vuitton, but we've also got everyday brands like Madewell and J. Crew. So make sure you come by. There will be something for you to find. We'd love to see you.
I'm Alyssa and this is Allison, and we're here at Penumbra in Concord.
Our tagline is thoughtful goods and plants. We sell jewelry, stationery, we love a good journal, and then our plants are, we say we like to have plants that are a little bit more difficult to kill. We like to find the plant that works for the people, and so then we have all sorts of accessories that go with the plants. The idea for Penumbra started in August 2019, but conveniently we opened our doors in March of 2020, which was days before the state shut down, really, because of COVID. So we shut our doors. We started selling things online. We started doing deliveries. Alyssa would reply to people.
We found like the plant groups and we'd post what we had and people would be emailing us and then we'd, arrange a drop-off time and I'd say, my delivery driver is on the way, and it was just Allison.
Me. It was only
I was like, it makes us sound legitimate.
Yeah. But we weren't legitimate because we had just started. But we decided plants would be a good thing for the shop because I was going to start the shop with a business partner and she was like, plants, it's this great idea, people will love it, I can take care of them, it'll be great. And then she had to back out. And I was like, I still kind of like that idea of plants. And we were like, let's just try it and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, we'll lean into our thoughtful goods. So, plants.
Plants.
Okay, so this is the plant that you recommended to me. I came in here a few years ago and I was like, I want a plant for my office. And I was like, listen, I can keep kids alive, cannot keep the plants alive. And you immediately recommended this. And you had those questions like, do you want to water it? Right, these basics.
Is there a dog in your office?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Do your kids chew on your plants? These are important things to know.
Yeah.
So these are the conversations that when you come in here and you meet with them and you say, I just don't even know the first thing about plants, they'll help you. So come on in here if you're in Concord or driving through or just like, this is such a great space. There's such wonderful people. Support local small business and get a plant. Don't be afraid of plants. That's what I say. Don't be afraid of plants.
I like
and
it.
you guys are on Instagram.
We are.
And you have Facebook, all the things.
All the things.
All right, but still you're just gonna recommend this?
Yeah, we're still just gonna tell you to get a snake plant.
We are.
All right.
How I would explain Apotheca to someone who hasn't been there, I'd want to start with their mission statement, which is Apotheca is a space committed to inspiration and to never underestimating the power of kindness, hello, and to seeing and sharing the tiny bits of life that matter most.
Hey, unicorn. Hey.
The hope is that everybody who does come in walks away feeling, a little happier.
Good girl.
My name is Alyssa Van Gilder, and I own Apotheca Flower Shop in Goffstown, New Hampshire. As far as how I got started with Apotheca, I really wanted to find a way to utilize creative energy and create my own version of community. How's it going? So I started with a flower shop with the dream to expand into a coffee bar. I feel like the space itself is an invitation to just be, and I want people to walk in and feel safe. I have a lot of artists that are in the shop, so Apotheca is a layering of the creative energy that others have put into it through people who make things, through people who just come in and share their good energy through a conversation or a smile.
If you walk around, talk to some of the people, you're going to go away feeling a bit of uplift. I guarantee.
That's right.
This little one right here is an escape master and a ballerina.
It's interesting because my daughter Coco and I are very similar. We either love to be home or we love to be on an adventure. And New Hampshire is the perfect place for adventure. We can just go right up the mountain and hike on Onkanunik, or we can go down the river and kayak, or we can just be at home in our backyard. The live free mentality to me, as far as the people and the culture, there's this really amazing approachability. Like everybody has a community mindset and a very chill, welcoming, warm vibe. It feels right. Like it's something that's felt like home for me for a long time.
What a way to kick off Midnight Merriment. I feel like I have the pleasure of running into Santa.
Well, I'm running into, let's not.
Let's not do that.
No.
How much do you love this event every year?
I love Christmas.
I know.
And Concord doing the Midnight Merriment is just the start of a great season for me.
I know.
And I'm just so glad to be here.
And the kids love you and they get to see you and...
If they've been good.
Have I been good?
Oh, let's see now.
I mean, I tried really hard.
Okay, well, I'll check the list, but I think you're okay.
All right, Santa, we know you're very busy. Thank you for stopping and chatting with us.
You're very
Have
welcome.
a wonderful night and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is the one event that every year I look forward to this. I don't even sleep. Last night I hardly slept because I get excited about it. I don't run it anymore. Krista runs it, but I still get the butterflies. So
It's fun.
yeah, totally.
It's like a real
Yeah.
Christmassy holiday
Yeah.
feel. And then this is your collection.
Yep, yep.
And you have returning customers, I'm sure.
Yep. Every year I look for the same little families and everybody comes out.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's such a fun night.
I know.
mean-
It's a fun night. So anyway, I know you're busy. You're going to make some sales. We wanted to grab your feedback. So thanks.
Thank you.
All right. So we're here at a shop I love called the Viking House right on Main Street. I love coming in here because they have goods from all over Europe. And as I've said before, my husband's Polish, my brother-in-law's Swedish, and they have all these amazing things. And especially around Christmas time, it's just so cute in here. And we're here a little early and it gets packed. They're giving out cider and there's music. So I'm doing my shopping now while it's a little chill.
Midnight Merriment is such an exciting evening. Like, despite us all being here till midnight, we are still like super revved up and excited to be here for everybody. It's just a great time for people to get together. One of my favorite things is seeing old friends meet up with each other, even out on the sidewalk, but just kind of catching up, and it just puts you in the holiday spirit for sure. It's super festive.
Even though it's raining, it's still so festive here. As you can tell, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's just so excited to get in the holiday spirit. And again, it happens every first Friday of December. So if you didn't make it this year, come next year or the year after. And yeah, we had such a great day in Concord. I'm so glad that we went around and spent time meeting some of the business owners. I love this town. You guys should definitely put it on your bucket list. You can follow our itinerary or come here and explore for your own. Anyway, I've got shopping to do, so we'll see you later. Which isn't gluten-free, you know, I don't want to do that.
That's going in the outtakes.
We're the owners of Penumbra, which is located in downtown Concord on North Main Street.
No, that's wrong. North State Street.
You were looking in this camera.
Oh! Two things wrong.
I'm just trying to really fill up my, what's the blooper roll? My blooper roll is just being real yard.
Okay. Alyssa's gonna try again.
I am.
I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna remember our address.